Good evening, YouTube. My name is Robert Alvarez. I'm also known as Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. And in my YouTube videos, I am also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. As you can see, or as you cannot see, I'm going to say that you can see this. There's plenty of lighting around me, and there is a fan that is gently blowing slightly off me. And it feels good and it feels relaxing. Now I need to check in with my awesome audiovisual person on something. Did I just bump the camera? I did not do that. Okay, that's very good. So I would like to welcome you to the official YouTube channel of Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. This is especially for those of you that are new to my YouTube channel. Speaking of which, let me acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscribers. They are David Rogers, Linda, as in Linda, the pretty one, and Jonathan Torres. Welcome, 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 welcome. May you receive many beautiful and bountiful blessings watching my videos. Now, I'm going to minimize this. And the date is Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. And the time is approximately 9:22 p.m. 9 plus 2 plus 2 numerologically reduces to 13. And whenever I see a 13, I always say the same thing. The number 13, blessed be the power of the witch. Now, speaking of 13 and speaking of numbers that correspond to goddess energy, I apologize. When it's genuinely cold, I drink more hot tea. And this is a wonderful black tea called Bromley. It's their estate tea, which is a combination of orange pico and another black tea. And it tastes wonderful. I'm having it with a little bit of whipping cream and a little bit of whole milk. And also this Domino brand golden sugar. Oh, golden sugar. It has this faint gold color, and it's granulated, and it's so delicious. Okay, like I was saying. So, I've already told you the time. I've told you the date. Oh, I'm sorry. Eastern time. And I refuse to say Eastern Daylight Time. I'm saying Eastern Time. And the sun is currently in Sagittarius, and the moon is waning in Scorpio. And tomorrow night is one of my favorite periods of the lunar month, the night of the dark moon, the night before the new moon. I am always so happy during the last 3 nights of the lunar period prior to the new moon. There's something very potent and powerful for me about dark moon tides, especially given my connection to Hecate. Many modern witches honor and venerate Hecate's crone aspect, although in ancient Greece she was almost exclusively venerated as a maiden. Anyway, so one thing that I'm looking forward to is, and I'm so excited I can't even sit still, is the Great Goddess Circle that I had the honor and pleasure of leading on Monday, December 2nd, 2019, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. One can participate in any of my Great Goddess Circles or any of my events, either in person in the New York City area or online. And these days, it seems like the only people that are participating in my Great Goddess Circles are participating online, even if they live in the New York City area, which I find, I still find that so amusing. I mean, like the first 3 that I led beginning on Monday, September 9th, the 2 New York City residents who were going to participated online. And and the fact of the matter is that I was so abundantly full from September through October, and this month is certainly still abundantly full, that I totally forgot to make time to announce with at least a week's worth of notice about the November Great Goddess Circle. That's why we didn't have one. That's why one wasn't scheduled. So what I did was I just told the participants that had registered for September, whose registrations I transferred to October, that I was transferring their registrations to November. Now, see, if you, who already knew about the Great Goddess Circles, had registered in September, you would have had 3 in a row. You would have had 3 2, which would have been a gift and a money miracle. So yeah, although just in case you're wondering, those 3 participants, if they want to participate in if they want to participate in the December 2019 Great Goddess Circle, this time they will need to pay a fee. I already told them, I'm like, just so you know, I was happy to give you October and November as a complimentary thing, because I felt that I needed to do that, and I did it willingly and lovingly and with enthusiasm and goddess grace generosity. But December 2019, you will need to pay for it. And there you go. Okay, the topic has yet to be established. However, I am already looking forward to what I'm going to be leading and discussing in the Great Goddess Circles of 2020. I am super excited about it. I'm super excited about the different meditations that are taking place, or rather the different guided meditations. And I really love the thought of this theme. So every month, every Great Goddess Circle of 2020 will have a specific theme. For example, one theme will be prosperity goddesses. Another theme will be goddesses of healing. Another theme will be goddesses of a specific season. And I definitely am very excited about doing a guided meditation, or rather a Great Goddess Circle, where I'm focusing on goddesses of creative expression. In fact, it's funny because a new goddess has been added to that one, and her name is Athena, the Greek goddess she is traditionally known as the Greek goddess of warcraft and of strategy, but she is also a goddess of creative expression. She is a goddess of the loom, a goddess of weaving, and definitely of creative expression. So I know that with that particular Great Goddess Circle, there will be Athena, and there shall be Sarasvati, who is the Hindu goddess of creative expression and of the arts, and the one that's credited with creating the Sanskrit alphabet. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm very excited about that one, actually. And definitely, I definitely want to honor those individuals that have participated in my first 3 Great Goddess Circles. So there will be one that honors, there will be 2 actually, because I'm thinking about all right, let me try this again. So of the regular participants who participated in all 3 of these Great Goddess Circles thus far, and who are participating in the one in December 2019, one of them has a connection to the goddess Guanxi, who is the Chinese goddess of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. So I've already decided that one of them will focus solely on Guanxi, of the ones that are in 2020. 2 of them have a strong connection, or consider as their celestial mother, as I would say, the goddess who gave birth to their souls, Mother Mary, or as I love calling her, Mary the Blessed Mother. I remember, I think it was actually in Judika Ellis's book, or rather Judika Ellis's books, the Encyclopedia of Spirits and the Encyclopedia of Mystics, Saints, and Sages, where she refers to Mother Mary as Mary the Blessed Mother. And I love that. There's something energetically and audibly about Mary the Blessed Mother as opposed to Mother Mary that resonates with me on a very deep level. And it's so funny because my connection to Mary the Blessed Mother is stronger now as a happily recovered Catholic and moon magic witch than it ever was when I was a Catholic in name, even when I was a Catholic in name only. And there's another regular participant who has a strong connection to Selene, who is the Greek goddess of the full moon. So I'm looking forward, and of course, I will not forget about my own celestial mother, Osset, the ancient Egyptian goddess more commonly known as the goddess Isis. So I'm really looking forward to these really specifically themed Great Goddess Circles for 2020. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so I wanted to address two things with regards to my Great Goddess Circles. So number one, my Great Goddess Circles are not opportunities to proselytize people into witchcraft. I've said for years that if I were to start a witch's coven, it wouldn't be for women. It would be specifically for gay men, or men who love men. So gay men, bisexual men, gender fluid men, queer men, FTM men. It wouldn't be for women. It wouldn't be for women only. It wouldn't be co-ed, but I don't want to start a witch's coven. There are certain things that in theory sound nice, but I don't want to do them. There are so many wonderful people that that I know are phenomenal, that I think the world of, that have podcasts. And every once in a while I have a thought, maybe I should do a podcast, maybe I shouldn't. But number one, I'm not divinely guided to do a podcast. And I will tell you that when I have done something that I was not divinely guided to do, it never goes well. It never turns out well. It creates more problems than it's worth, and it just makes me feel upset and resentful and frustrated and angry. And this year I've noticed that stress affects my body much more than it ever did. So why give myself stress that's completely unnecessary? That's number one. And number two, there are so many great podcasts already. Maybe at some point I'll launch a podcast, but for me to do that would require me to take away time doing things that I'm already doing. And that's one thing that I am crystal clear on. If doing something is going to take away time from the things that I already love and adore, then I kind of have an issue with doing it. It's like, I love spending time with people that I love and adore. I love spending time doing the things that I love and adore. Most of you know I live for going to cultural events, and for me to sacrifice that, no. I've already done a lot of that this year, so no. The other thing that I want to say about my Great Goddess Circles, and again, I want to reiterate, you do not have to live and or work in the New York City area to participate in them, because, the people that do haven't been participating in person. So, if you thought, well, I don't live in New York City, I can't participate, if that was your excuse, not anymore. By the way, the fee for my Great Goddess Circles is $30 per person. So you have the option of registering by sending the fee to my paypal.com account, or you can send it to me via Cash App. The Michelle Swan Graham, who is Swan of Dreamers on YouTube, she uses Cash App, and I'm very happy to have another alternative to make it easier for people to give me money in exchange for my psychic services. So, and I trust Michelle immensely. So if she uses Cash App, then Cash App is worth one's time to use. And there you have it. So YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. I am so honored that all of you have liked my videos, shared my videos. I'm very happy that so many of you are using my psychic services, and that so many more of you are taking the deep dive plunge into using my psychic services. I'm very excited about that. And who knows, after a certain number of time, I'll be playing favorites with you too. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about my upcoming Great Goddess Circle for December 2019, as well as the ones I'm leading in 2020, please do not hesitate to ask. You can submit that question via a comment on this video, or you can email me directly, or you can submit a comment on the accompanying blog post. You can do what you need to do when you need to do it, and that's the long and short of that. But for now, I wish you a beautiful evening, a wonderful weekend, and many mountains of beautiful and bountiful blessings of love and life, money and magic. And good night.